All right, welcome to another episode of Cultured Cooking. My name is Chef Jamal, and we have a wonderful guest with us here today, Ashley.
Hi.
Ashley is part of our marketing team here, and she's gonna help us make some delicious vegan tacos. Stay tuned. So these are our ingredients that we're working with today.
Yes.
So we have some garlic and then some serrano peppers, right? So we have a mixture of parsley and cilantro that we're gonna chop up really small, gonna be really tasty for our pico, a red onion, and we'll use about half of this, some fresh Roma tomatoes, lime that we're gonna juice and zest. So we're gonna do two type of tacos. They're gonna be mushrooms, right? We're gonna air fry those with some really wonderful, easy seasoning. And then we have our chorizo here, and these are gonna be soy chorizos. We've got this at Trader Joe's. You can get this at Fred Meyer's. Either one works. We like the texture and the taste of this bad boy, and all of our seasoning that we need is gonna already be built into that.
Exactly, it's gonna be so much easier.
So much easier. And then, so for our mushrooms, we have this wonderful fajita mix that you can get in any local store.
And super cheap.
And super cheap. It's
Yeah.
like under $1, right? And then, outside of that, we are using Newt's hot sauce today because we like to kick it up a notch, and their stuff is super, super tasty. If you like this hot sauce as much as we do, we have a video that's posted on our YouTube, and you can check this out. And then on top of that, we are using these fresh, amazing tortillas that are made here in Portland, Three Sisters. We are so excited to be using this. This is gonna be the most authentic that we found, right?
Yes, these are by far my favorite tortillas that I have found here in Portland, so
Thanks
I'm really excited.
Yeah,
to
thanks for
use them.
introducing that to us.
Of course.
Okay, so the first thing we're gonna start doing, I'm gonna start working on the soy chorizo here, and then you're gonna start prepping the mushrooms, right?
All right, easy
Cool,
enough.
cool, cool. So I'm gonna get these into our hot pan. Already had this working for us. So all you have to do, so normally these come into a casing, right? So you clip the ends and then you kind of just squeeze it out into a bowl until you're ready for them, right? And then we just need to heat this up, get this rocking and rolling, and then transfer it to a bowl because we'll be using the same pan a little bit later.
Yeah, it doesn't take a lot of work.
No,
No.
it's super simple.
Yeah. All right, so I'm taking care of the mushrooms.
Yes, because we're
cutting them in-
doing two different kind of tacos, right?
Yes.
So the roasted mushrooms with fajita in the air fryer, right? We're gonna show you guys how we use the air fryer. Super
Yes.
cool.
Yes.
And then the soy chorizo. Cool, 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 cool. So Ashley, tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right, well, yeah, so I am the marketing assistant here at Feed the Mass, but I'm also a content creator, social media manager, and photographer here. So I do keep busy, but I feel very lucky that I get to work with amazing local businesses here in Portland, especially around food. Yeah, food is something that just makes me very happy, and it's just also that I get to work with other people in food. So yeah,
That's hella rad.
yeah.
Okay, so you are quartering those bad boys up, right?
Yeah.
And then we are going to toss that all into the bowl with the fajita mix. I'll get the air fryer rolling for us, get it started. So, last time we did it on our test run, we did it for about, I want to say it was 11 minutes at the highest temperature, 400. Cool, so when you're ready, you can just throw that in there.
And how long are we gonna cook them for?
11 minutes.
11 minutes, is that what you said? Okay.
Yeah, 11 minutes with the seasoning and a little bit of oil to give it some love. All right, so normal chorizo, right, is super, super oily. Dan, can I get you in the pan here? Normal chorizo is like super, super like greasy and oily with all of the fat from the pork and everything. When you use soy chorizo, that's not gonna be the case. It's gonna be super clean. It's gonna crumble up really nice. It's gonna give you that texture and all of the flavor of regular chorizo, but without all of the guilt and antihistamines that pork comes with. So like that inflammatory sort of situation, that's not gonna happen here. No, so that's great.
All right, so I put in the olive oil and the fajita seasoning.
Great.
All right.
Give that a nice little mix.
A nice mix. Super easy. It's nice when the fajita mix just does everything for you.
Yeah, it's all built in there, all the flavor that we need. I'm gonna put a little bit more oil.
A little more olive oil, okay.
Actually, a lot.
Yeah. It was a little light on it, wasn't I?
Yeah, just a little bit. That's okay. We want them to crisp up a little bit, but not to be too soggy. So this should get us to a really good place. So while you're working on that, I'll keep stirring this up, make sure it doesn't burn. All right, so that's gonna rock and roll. That looks great. I say let's dump that into the air fryer.
Let's dump that in. Okay, it's ready. All right.
nice.
All right.
I would shake it flat.
Shake it flat? Okay.
Awesome.
All right. And then you said
Start button.
start button. Oh, it's already ready. Perfect.
Ding.
All right.
All right, fantastic. We'll keep that to put the mushrooms in when we're ready.
Cool.
And then
What should I do next?
next we're gonna start working on the pico, right?
Yes.
So pico is gonna consist of,
Oh.
that's fine. So next is the tomatoes, right?
Yes.
We can cut these up and we'll cut these up together. So
All right. So how are we gonna cut these?
we're gonna cut the little tip off,
Nice.
right? And then we can just kind of cut around the middle. So cut little planks here.
Okay.
And then now the middle is all out.
Okay. I did not do what you just did.
That's okay. There's multiple ways to skin a cat. There's multiple ways to cut a tomato, and that's
Yes.
okay. And then we're just gonna get these into like medium to small dices.
Okay. Small dices. Okay.
So as we're cutting this, can you tell us about your experience with tacos growing up and what was that like?
Yeah, no. Well, I grew up in the States, and so the type of tacos my mom would always make are tacos dorados, which means like golden tacos. So she would always, it would take like hours for her to prepare the meat, because at the time I was not vegan. And then she would, fry the tacos, and they were hands down like my favorite growing up. But going to Mexico to see my family, you know, it was very typical to go to a taqueria, and that's when you would have like your traditional carne asada, tacos al pastor. Every time I went down to Tijuana, my family knew that I wanted tacos, so they always made an effort to take me to my favorite taqueria in Tijuana
That's so
for my
awesome.
favorite tacos.
Yeah.
Which I'm excited because now they do have a vegan option. So, I mean, it's with beans, but it's still really good.
Yeah. So that's awesome. So
Yeah.
what are the normal builds of a taco? Like what does a taco consist of? Like your
Okay,
favorite tacos?
it totally needs to have a corn tortilla, not
Okay,
flour.
okay.
So, and it's typically small. They're really like, you know, just like a few bites and then you finish a taco. You know, they're really cheap, very easy to hold. So a corn tortilla, you know, meats, you know, like carne asada, lengua, which is tongue. That's also a common one that my mom really likes. And then top with like cilantro, onions, you know, guacamole.
Yeah.
And then some salsa, and that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
yeah.
pretty simple and straightforward.
Yeah, exactly. None
Okay.
of that cheddar cheese that we see a lot in the States.
So
I mean, I don't get me wrong. I don't mind cheddar cheese, but just like not on a taco.
not on a taco. I totally get that. As a person who doesn't do dairy, I'm so excited that this does not have any cheese, so that's
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that story with us.
Yeah.
So as we were talking about tacos, I noticed that there was a difference between the tacos that you kind of grew up with,
Yeah.
and then the tacos that are in the United States.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us about like the difference or a little bit of the history behind tacos and where they came from?
Yeah, like tacos were originally like for like the working class.
Yeah.
In Mexico, and then when it came over to the States, it obviously evolved to cater to like to an American diet. So that's when you started seeing like the sour cream and the cheddar cheese and the hard shell tortillas. Because typically a taco is a soft tortilla, you know, unless you fry it like my mom would to make tacos dorados.
Yeah.
So it's definitely evolved over time coming to the States, but I feel like you can never beat an original Mexican taco. So.
Okay. So that's really cool. So an original taco is super simple, really affordable, small, couple of bites. But here in the States, we add a lot of extra stuff to it.
Yes.
So that's good to know.
Yeah.
That's good to know. So when you walk into a place and you're like, oh, let me get some tacos, you'll know if you're getting something authentic
Exactly.
based on the ingredients that are there.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
That's dope.
Very important.
So
Okay.
we did all of that, right?
Yes.
Do you want to start cutting up all of the cilantro and parsley, and we're just gonna chop that up really small?
Yeah.
And I'll work on the
wash my hands. My
Yeah.
hands are a little sticky
Absolutely.
here. Okay.
Hello, I'm David Harden, External Affairs Manager for Comcast in Oregon and Southwest Washington. We are proud to partner with the Oregon Food Bank and Feed the Mass. Comcast is committed to building an equitable society and a future of unlimited possibilities with our partners. One of our digital equity efforts is Internet Essentials. Internet Essentials is $9.95 a month, and it is high-speed, low-cost internet for eligible community members. Folks that qualify for programs such as SNAP, TANF, or HUD may be eligible for this great program. To learn more, please visit Internet Essentials or an Xfinity store near you. We hope you enjoy the upcoming video, and we know you'll enjoy the cooking class. Thank you, Oregon Food Bank and Feed the Mass.
This is Elodia. She's a recording artist, one of 10 million people that Comcast has connected to affordable internet in the last 10 years. And this is Emmanuel, a future recording artist, and one of the millions of students we're connecting throughout the next 10. Through Project Up, Comcast is committing $1 billion so millions more students, past and present, can continue to get the tools they need to build a future of unlimited possibilities.
All right, so if you can cut up the cilantro and parsley really small, that'd be great. I'll work on the onion and I'll get that into the bowl.
All right, easy enough.
Yeah, and I'll be there to help you with the other half here in a moment. Cut these onions.
All right, so what are some of your favorite tacos that you've had? I'm curious to know your experience.
Absolutely. So I didn't grow up with tacos, but as I became an adult and everyone said like, this is a thing that you should have for lunch or dinner, I started creating like my own tacos and going to little taco spots around the city. And for me, those were the linguas, they were the chicken, they were the beef, because I love the flavor of the beef that's in there. I love the flavor of the tongue. That whole texture situation was really,
It's
really,
not
really
for
cool.
everyone.
It's not for everyone. But I tell you what, it was for me, and I love it. And then as I grew older, you know, that's when I started to think about other ways to make tacos for taco night. And taco night could be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever you want, right? Just make sure you have like a nice beverage with it. Doesn't have to be alcoholic, but just a nice beverage. So I started looking at soy chorizo because I love chorizo, like all of the flavoring that's in there. And once I found out that soy chorizo is just as good, a little bit less expensive, this has been my go-to for everyone.
Soy chorizo, really?
Soy chorizo.
Okay.
So if I have friends over for tacos, I just do soy chorizos and I don't tell them what it is till afterwards. I'm just like, how was your taco, by the way? Usually delicious. And they're surprised that it's vegan.
That it's vegan,
Yeah. So that's my experience with tacos.
So your main ingredient that you use is soy chorizo, right? Okay.
Absolutely, yeah. And I am going to admit this on camera, so sorry. I don't always use corn tortillas.
You use the flour ones. I mean, it's okay. I mean, I guess I'll give you a pass.
Thank you. Thank you. And it's a flavor thing for me. I don't always like corn in my diet. I try to minimize as much. So that's just a preference for me.
Yeah.
But now I know what's authentic and what's not. So.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you're open to having corn today.
So we're going to chop these up nice and small.
I nearly cut my finger.
Oh, no.
I'm okay, though. Looks like we got just a few minutes left on our mushrooms.
Sweet.
I can already smell it. It smells really nice.
Great. All right, so I finished these greens and I got these into the bowl.
All right, do you want mine as well?
Yeah.
I'm almost done here.
Sweet. That looks pretty good. You
All
can
right.
call it, yeah.
Yeah, okay, all right. It's going in.
Sweet.
Yes.
Hot.
There we go.
All right, dope. I'll take that.
That's ready?
Yeah. Great.
All right.
And you can flip your board if you need to use it some more.
All right, yes I do. You want to add the lime, right?
Yes, so we're going to cut the lime in half, juice it.
Okay.
So now we have the garlic and serranos. I'll cut this so only one person has to wash their hands.
Yeah, just make sure you don't touch your face afterwards.
Ooh, yeah. I've had some pretty bad experiences with peppers and eyes.
Really?
And bathroom situations.
Oh no. All right,
Now,
this is also smelling really good.
Oh yeah, that looks really good.
Yeah.
Okay, dope. That's all. I'm just gonna use one.
Just one? Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, that
Okay.
sounds good to me.
Oh, it's already.
It's potent, isn't it?
It's super potent. All right, that's in
All right,
there.
there we go, mixing that in.
And I have garlic. So if you want some simple garlic cuts. All right, So while I'm doing this,
All right, so this is all nicely mixed.
sweet.
All right.
Do you want to add some salt, some pepper, some,
Yes.
not pepper actually, just salt.
Just salt, yeah.
Salt and oil.
All right, got the salt, some oil. Boop. All right, this is looking good.
Great, I'm gonna add some of this.
All right, go for it.
Garlic. Dope.
Okay. Take our mushrooms. Yes, they
Oh,
are done.
perfect.
Perfect. All right, gonna open this up. Oh my gosh, look at that.
Oh, those are sexy.
Yeah, those look really nice. Okay. Can I just leave this here?
We can just drop it right
Or-
into the bowl.
Or just drop it back in? Or
Yeah.
this clean bowl, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Oh, it's sizzling. It is hot.
Look at that, air fryer. It's
Yeah.
11 minutes, 400 degrees.
Yeah, very
Super
nice.
All right, so we have our chorizo, we have our mushrooms. Okay, what else do we need here?
I think, oh, well, we need to heat up the tortillas.
Okay, you
yeah,
can
there
take
we
that
go.
over.
Okay, I'll start doing that.
That's hot and
It's
ready
already
for
hot?
you. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so
And then I'll just finish off the pico.
perfect.
And by that I mean I'm gonna taste it and adjust for seasoning.
Hope it's not too hot for you.
I hope
How is it?
it's good. A little more lime juice.
A little more lime. Does it need more salt?
Oh, it's spicy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it needs a little bit more
I'm
salt.
glad you got to taste that first.
Whew.
Now I know,
Oh,
just to
yeah.
put a little bit on.
Just a little bit,
Yeah.
because mouth is salivating. You're gonna see my head start to sweat.
Oh gosh,
Great.
start to get all shiny.
Okay. So I'm gonna add some more fat to try to cool off some of that heat.
Oh really? Interesting. Adding more fat to help.
Yeah,
Okay,
so-
I didn't know that.
Because then it kind of like coats the tongue, it coats the mouth, so it gives you a little bit more opportunity to taste everything else.
Gotcha. You're really tasting it right now, are
Yeah,
you?
Oh yeah. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, that's tasty.
Better? Yeah?
Way better.
Not as hot?
Not as spicy.
Okay, good.
Amp up the salt. And that's it. Look at that beautiful, beautiful.
So colorful,
pico.
I love it.
Now, the more colors in the dish, the better. More nutrients that we're introducing into our body. So this is great.
Yes.
This is great. This is it. This is all we need for
this is
Taco
all-
Tuesday.
Yeah. Just finishing up the tortillas here. And we're good to go. Almost there. I'm so excited. It all smells so good.
Yes, it looks beautiful.
It looks so nice. And it took us not that long,
No.
right? Like,
So from start to finish, this whole thing took us about 15 minutes or so. Not
yeah,
bad.
that's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're making this at home with the family, if the family's just 2 people or 3 people, that's great. One group of people could be working on the pico, someone else could be working on the mushrooms and the chorizo, and someone could be heating up everything else. It's
Yeah.
pretty dope.
Yeah. Doesn't take long.
How should we go about building these?
Okay, well, first you want to get your tortillas
Okay.
first.
2, right?
Yeah, we'll do 2 here.
Grab the extra one.
Okay, so I'll get 1 here. All right, and then you just want to construct it. So you want to start off with, like the protein. So whether you want the chorizo, the mushrooms, or maybe mix both. Whichever
great
you prefer,
idea.
yeah.
I'm gonna mix both.
Why not? Why not?
So I'm gonna do a couple of mushies. Look at these beautiful bad boys.
Yes, I'm gonna make a chorizo taco
okay.
instead.
Yeah.
So,
Hold on, let me get some of this before it goes away.
all right.
Oh, that's too much.
Oh, I don't
Whoops.
think that's too much.
No?
No, it's chorizo. I mean, you can never have too much. Or soy chorizo in this case.
Soy chorizo.
Yes.
And then pico.
Yes, some pico. Oh, these look so nice. Yes. And then I'll grab that from you.
And then I'm gonna use some of this beautiful hot sauce. This is gonna be the groovy green.
I wonder how spicy this one's going to be. I know it has some jalapenos and,
It's gonna be just
serrano.
great depth of flavor.
Oh, I'm excited.
And then just to zhuzh it up,
What are you
Little
going to
bit
add?
of
Oh,
oil.
some oil. Interesting. Okay.
I know.
I know you're
I know.
you're trying to protect yourself from the heat. I get it. I get
yes.
it. It's okay.
All right, so that's it. We created these wonderful tacos. Mine has a little bit of mushroom and soy chorizo, and then Ashley went with a simpler, more authentic sort of approach. But thank you so much for hanging out with us and showing us this wonderful way to make tacos.
Yeah, no, of course. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
This was a lot of fun.
You're a natural, so
Thank you.
don't worry about it.
Well, in Spanish we say provecho.
Provecho.
Yeah, there you
Okay,
go.
cheers.
Okay. The soy chorizo is where it's at. Mm-hmm. It's really good.
There's tons of flavor in here. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but there's tons of flavor in here.
There's a lot going on. The soy chorizo, the pico, and then the tortilla is what brings it all together.
Yeah.
This is why the tortilla is very important.
So important. I get it. I understand now. I might be making the conversion to corn.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Oh, very happy with this. Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for guiding us on this journey. Hey guys, my name is Chef Jamal. This is Ashley. We made these wonderful vegan tacos. I hope you enjoy them. If you have any questions and love spice like we do, comment below. Let us know. We would love to help you on your food journey. We'll be here the rest of the year making more videos like this. And remember to look at that Newts video that we have on our YouTube channel. Until then, we'll see you guys later. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Cheers.